Can't even imagine this. The smell was so bad, neighbors called the sheriff's office to investigate it. What deputies discovered was so bad, the governor had to declare a local disaster emergency.
More than 115 bodies were found improperly stored in a funeral home in Penrose. That's about 35 miles south and west of Colorado Springs. 9 News reporter Nelson Garcia has the latest.
In a place where people are supposed to pay their respects, investigators found the opposite, according to Sheriff Alan Cooper.
During the last 48 hours, my office made a very disturbing discovery in the town of Penrose, Colorado.
The Fremont County Sheriff says deputies found more than 115 bodies in the Return to Nature funeral home after reports of an odor.
The air of the funeral home where the bodies were improperly stored was horrific.
Horrific and dangerous, calling this funeral home an immediate hazardous materials situation, which is so bad, the governor declared a local disaster emergency.
This case is my office's highest priority.
Return to Nature Funeral Home advertises so-called green burials, where bodies are not embalmed and sometimes buried in wicker caskets. But instead of burials, the sheriff says the 115 bodies were just sitting in a 2,500 square foot area.
That this is going to be a very, very lengthy process.
Randy Keller is the Fremont County coroner. He is now in charge of trying to figure out who these people are.
Forensic identification through fingerprints, medical or dental records, or possibly DNA will need to be completed.
He says it could take months, but he believes it's a job that needs to be done for the families who thought that those who died were laid to rest.
I want to assure everyone that the loved ones in this facility will be treated with the utmost care and respect.
The Fremont County Sheriff's Office is working with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation and the FBI. The processing of the bodies will be so extensive, the FBI plans to call evidence specialists from around the country to help. The funeral home's license expired last November. The thing about all this and the massive investigation unfolding is that law enforcement officers are not even sure if a crime has been committed. Alex?
It's hard to wrap your mind around that because this isn't the first time that we've had a funeral home in the news. I mean, the regulation, is it just not there?
Well, there is a weakness of regulation in the state of Colorado. We've been doing stories on that, and there have been instances in funeral homes along the western slope. And so this is just another example of regulatory oversight that apparently isn't there.
Yep, I'm sure we'll be hearing more about this in the weeks to come. Thank you, Nelson.
You're welcome.